Hey there, y'all. So today's bow hunting topic is the arrow, and more specifically, the arrow fletching. So anybody that shoots a bow, any kind of bow, knows that fletchings get damaged and have to be replaced. So what I was going to do today is show you how I refletch arrows using a very simple tool. Let me say first, I don't get paid to promote any type of products. But what I do is I share my real world experiences, and that includes the products I'm using. So the tool that I use to fletch arrows, I started using probably 30 some years ago, and I've loved it ever since. And that is an Arizona Easy Fletch. They make several different models, but you can do any type of arrow with these, and really, really easy. So here's what it looks like. Pretty simple. It's got a cap on the end. You have 3 arms, and the fletching go there. Arrow goes down here in the center, and when you put your arrow in, pop your arms back up, it places the fletchings on the shaft, and then this little cap goes to hold it locked while the glue sets. And what we'll do is we'll go over here to a little table I have set up, and we'll fletch one. I'll show you how it works. So what I really love about this tool is you can fletch any type of arrow and use any type of fletching. Like here's some I use for my recurve bow that I use feathers on. I refletch those. But today we're going to be doing an arrow that I shoot in a compound bow. We're going to be using 2-inch blazer vanes. So first thing, if you're going to refletch your arrow, is you'll need to take any old fletching off. And so I use a utility knife like this. And it's real important to get all that excess glue off of there. They actually make a tool for removing fletching, but I use a knife and have no problem with it whatsoever. And what I'll do is take a little piece of sandpaper, and that's another good way to get it off. And so here's a shaft that I've already got the vanes off and got it sanded and ready to put the fletching on. So of course you're going to need your fletching tool and some vanes and your glue. Now I use a couple different types of glue. This one right here by Boning is really good. It sets up in 20 seconds, so it's really quick. The Fletch Tight is also a good glue. This one takes a little longer to set. So I'm going to be using this one today. So the way we start is we take our fletching tool, and it's got a plunger that comes up, and that allows the arms to fold down. Okay? Now you'll notice this one's a different color. That's where we're going to put our cock vane. Like so. So you see the 3 vanes are in there. Now, down inside there is an indexing tab where your nock goes for your arrow. And that's really important on an arrow with a glued in nock, like a wooden arrow, for example, for a recurve bow, because you're going to want to index so that your cock feather is aligned properly. But with most carbon arrows, the nocks turn anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You put it in there and you can turn the nock to orient it to your cock feather. Alright, so what we're going to do next is we're going to put some glue on these surfaces. And you want to really be careful here and not get too much glue, because you don't want it spilling out after you clamp the vanes on. So let's see if we can put some glue on here. So I put a little bead of glue just like that. Now with this glue here, you want to work pretty fast, because like I say, it sets up quick. Hopefully you can see how I'm doing this in the video. So So I'm going to take my shaft now. I'm going to put it down in there. Okay. And now I'm going to take this plunger, it's spring loaded, and we're going to let the down. We're going to slide this cap over the end of the shaft. And that holds the 3 arms in position while the glue is setting up. See how easy that was? Alright, so we waited about 30 seconds. And now we're going to take the cap off the end, push back up. And there you go. A perfectly fletched arrow in no time at all. Arizona Easy Fletch. Now, one thing you will want to do is after you fletch your arrows, you'll want to check and make sure you don't have any excess glue that got on the arms, which it can happen. If it does, you can clean this tool with acetone. So it's a good idea to have you a little bit of that on hand, and then you can clean it, because sometimes you will get some glue that squeezes out here on these arms, and you definitely don't want to let any glue come down and get in here where the arm hinges. So there you go. Perfectly fletched arrows, easy and quick, using the Arizona Easy Fletch tool. If you have any questions, just put it in the comments. Thank y'all for watching.